Have you ever wondered what might happen to a beloved player as the 49ers face tough decisions this offseason? With a running back's future hanging in the balance and the team's financial constraints looming large, it's time to dive into what the future holds. Could we be witnessing the end of an era for one of our own? Stick around to find out, and don't forget to subscribe and hit that like button to stay updated on all things 49ers. What should the 49ers do with Elijah Mitchell? As a passionate fan of the San Francisco 49ers, I've been following this situation closely, and let me tell you, it's a tough one. Mitchell has been a valuable player for us, but when it all comes down to it, this is about money and durability. We've seen flashes of brilliance from Isaac Guerendo lately, especially with those speedy runs against the Bears. He's been impressive, and let's not forget, he's on a rookie deal, making him a financially savvy option moving forward. However, he's already dealing with injuries, and that's a familiar story for our running backs. Mitchell has struggled to stay healthy during all 4 seasons of his career, and this year has been particularly rough, with a season-ending injury before Week 1. Now, don't get me wrong, when Mitchell is on the field, he's a force to be reckoned with. He's quick and elusive, and there's no denying the impact he's had on our team. But the reality is, the 49ers have some decisions to make. With Christian McCaffrey leading the charge and Jordan Mason potentially becoming a free agent, we have a crowded backfield. If Guerendo can step up and prove himself, it raises the question, is there room for Mitchell in the future? The financial aspect looms large here too. With Brock Purdy's mega deal on the horizon, the 49ers will have limited resources to spend. It's hard to justify paying Mitchell a hefty sum when Guerendo might provide similar production at a fraction of the cost. So what do we do? A 1-year prove-it deal could make sense, but will Mitchell accept that? He might opt for another team where he can secure more playing time and showcase his skills. I can't help but think about how Kyle Shanahan could utilize multiple running backs. Imagine a scenario where we have McCaffrey, Mitchell, Guerendo, and Mason rotating in and out, keeping defenses guessing. But I also know Shanahan's tendency to lean heavily on his star players, which often means McCaffrey getting the lion's share of carries. It's a delicate balance, and it all comes back to money and injuries. The question remains, should the 49ers let Mitchell walk or try to retain him for another year? I'm genuinely torn. Mitchell has given so much to this team, but the injuries are hard to overlook. Could extending him be a gamble worth taking? Or is it time to move on and embrace the youth and potential of Guerendo? And what about the fans? This is a pivotal moment for us as we think about the future of our team. The decisions made in the coming weeks could significantly impact our chances next season. I want to hear from you. What do you think? Should we hold on to Mitchell or let him go? Do you believe in Guerendo's potential? I'm eager to hear your thoughts and feelings about this situation. Brock Purdy, the quarterback of the San Francisco 49ers, has been in the holiday spirit this week, and it's sparked quite the conversation. Purdy surprised his offensive linemen with brand new Toyotas for Christmas. Now, you'd think this would be a moment of celebration, right? Well, not for former NFL running back LeSean McCoy. Instead of praising Purdy's generous gesture, he criticized the decision. McCoy argues that the offensive line hasn't been performing well enough to warrant such extravagant gifts. Why are you buying this for these guys? It's not like they're blocking well for you, McCoy said. This has left many fans scratching their heads. I mean, can you imagine having an issue with a quarterback showing appreciation to his offensive line? One fan tweeted, "Imagine having a problem with a QB gifting his OL Christmas presents. What a miserable life to live." And honestly, I couldn't agree more. In my opinion, this criticism seems misplaced. Sure, the 49ers' offensive line has had its struggles, but that doesn't mean they don't deserve recognition for their hard work. Another fan pointed out, "Sometimes you have to show people you appreciate them because they're doing everything they can to help. And isn't that what being a good teammate is all about?" Brock Purdy is demonstrating leadership and showing love to his teammates, regardless of the ups and downs on the field. We've seen quarterbacks across the league do similar things for their offensive lines for years. It's part of the culture. It builds camaraderie and can boost morale, especially during a tough season. Speaking of which, the 49ers are currently navigating a challenging path with a record of 6-8. Their playoff hopes are hanging by a thread, and they need to win their final 3 games and rely on a little help from other teams to make it to the postseason as a wild card. Now, let's talk about the implications of this season. There are so many emotions tied to this team right now. As fans, we're hopeful, yet anxious. Will they find a way to rally together and secure those wins? Can Purdy continue to lead with the same heart and determination he's shown so far? You believe this was the best decision? I frankly am divided on how this season will end. Every game is crucial, and the pressure is mounting. As we head into the next matchup against the Miami Dolphins, it's not just about the wins or losses. It's about the heart this team shows on the field. The offensive line may not be perfect, but they're putting in the effort, and that deserves recognition. And who knows? Maybe this gesture from Purdy will ignite something within the team. So, what are your thoughts? Do you think McCoy's criticism holds any weight, or is he missing the bigger picture? I want to hear from you. How do you feel about Purdy's leadership style and the team's performance this season? Share your expectations and frustrations in the comments below. And remember, if you enjoyed this discussion and want to keep up with all the latest 49ers news, make sure to hit that like button, share this video, and subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to activate the notification bell so you won't miss any updates. This is a pivotal time for our team, and every bit of support counts. Let's keep the conversation going. Go Niners!